did respond.
Two. Trying to.
We have one more commissioner we're waiting on to see if he's going to be here. Guys need to have the background holiday music quiet.
Hold up. Say the word.
Here's Nick.
We have to wait one more minute for Tony to get back in here. And so,
Yeah. It's still on it is, yeah. That's not important. That's better. But yeah, that's important staff, yeah. Up to patients. Bills are area.
Yes, but we know that.
Tony, are you ready? Welcome to the December 16th, 2025 City of Columbus Graphics Commission. I'd like to open the meeting with the Pledge of Allegiance. Pledge of
Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. My name is Mike Hoy. I'm the acting chairman. Brian Cooperman is off tonight. And I'd first of all like to introduce our staff here. We have Robert Tobias, city attorney. Tony Gillum is our meeting stenographer. We have Phil Asher, staff leaders, Stephen Smidley, Adam Trimmer, and Dane Burke. And then I'm Commissioner Mike Hoy, Lolita Augenstein. Pete Williams is absent tonight. Nick Cavaleris is here, Aaron Rumbaugh, and Steve Moore. And with that, today we have 5 members, and we need to get a positive vote. I believe we have to have 3 positive affirmative votes.
Who's looking for modification?
Yeah,
It does say in 3382.02, except that if only 4 or 5 members are present, vote 3 members. So
okay.
it's different.
Okay, anyone that plans to present testimony in today's commission meeting, please stand and allow our city attorney to administer the oath of sworn testimony.
Even if you're not sure that you're gonna testify, just stand up anyway, raise your right hand. You swear or affirm that all the information you'll provide will be true to the best of your belief and your knowledge, if so say I did.
Thank you. And staff, do we have any old business or new pending business other than the cases?
No.
Okay. Today we have nine cases, case presentations, 3 for variance, 1 for a graphic plan, and 5 for a special gateway digital graphic review. And we'll start with application number GC 25-046, which is at 858 East Third Avenue. And this is for a variance. Will the applicant for this please come forward? Thank you. And yes, please be seated and state your name and affiliation for the record.
And probably.
I'm sorry, can you?
Yeah,
But
I hit the green.
I'm James Watley, Operation Manager of Tri-Stone Missionary Baptist Church.
Okay.
Elder Larry Price, Associate Minister at Tri-Stone Baptist Church.
Well, thank you for being here. Staff, can you please present the details of the case? I believe it's Mr. Smidley.
Yep.
For each person that comes up, it would be helpful for them to put on record that they've been sworn in as well.
Yes, and have you been sworn in?
Yes.
Thank you. Thank you, Counselor.
GC 25-046 for 858 East Third Avenue is located on the northeast corner of East Third Avenue and Lexington Avenue, approximately 165 feet west of St. Clair Avenue. It's zoned CPD, Commercial Plan Development District. The 1.24 acre site is developed with a religious facility. Surrounding uses are primarily residential with religious and commercial uses to the east and a community center to the southwest. The applicant proposes to replace the existing ground sign with an automatic changeable copy sign and is requesting variances to allow use of automatic changeable copy within the CPD Commercial Plan Development District and to reduce the setback of a ground sign from 15 feet from the street right-of-way line to 8 feet. C2P2 design guidelines recommend against the use of automatic changeable copy signs. Additionally, C2P2 recommends monument style signs in suburban areas should not be taller than 6 feet. Planning is amenable to the changeable copy in the sign if the monument sign can be no taller than 6 feet in height in order to be consistent with C2P2 design guidelines on monument style signs. Division of Traffic Management has no comments. The Milo Grogan Area Commission recommends approval of this request by a vote of 9-0. Staff recommends disapproval of this request because the proposed sign is taller than the 6 feet recommended maximum height for monument style signs in this area. Staff would be supportive of a sign with a reduced height of 6 feet. And we do have the condition that if approved, the monument sign will be no taller than 6 feet in height.
Thank you. Will the applicant please present your case? And it is a variance, so we are looking for the hardships to help us move forward on that.
Okay. What we have now is a sign that we have to go out and keep changing and because we have a lot of upcoming events in the church and in the Milo area, we feel that a graphic sign would help the community as well as the church to advertise a lot of things that we do. With our annual turkey giveaway, we give over 500 turkey meals. With our back to school giveaway, we give away free tennis shoes, backpacks, clothes. We have health fairs. We have all kind of screenings. We could advertise some of the things that's happening in the Milo Grogan area through the Milo Grogan Area Commission to make the community aware of what's going on at all times.
Okay. Are there any additional people in the audience that would like to address this case? Yes, please come forward if you'd like.
Mr. Chairman, I typically have a sign-in sheet for commission, but with this many cases, I'm gonna go ahead and use one of my BZA sheets. If I could have everyone sign in before they speak.
Let's see what you. Fine.
Sir, if you could give us your name and affiliation.
My name is Charles Tompkins. I am the chair over the Milo Grogan Area Commission.
Is he sworn in?
Yes, have you been sworn in?
Just came just to support, to let everyone know that we did approve this, but before we approved it, we talked to a lot of the people in the community, the people that live right across the street from the sign. And it will be a great asset to the community with all the things that we've been doing, the upgrades and stuff throughout our community. If you look at the sign been there since my grandmother was a little child running around playing and stuff. So they are, and they have been great. They have been a great resource for our community. And like I tell everybody, they've been the epitome of outreach and community service. So I just wanted to come to show our support and hoping that we can get this done.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah.
You gotta sign it.
Commission members, any questions?
Yeah, what's the height of the current sign?
6 feet.
6, yeah.
Mhm.
Is there anything blocking the view or
No.
have it 8 feet? That's the.
Well, the sign that we have now, only thing I think is making it 8 feet, where it says Tri-Stone Baptist Church. And when I got one of the graphics back from the planning committee, I didn't understand what it meant by when it said the top part of the sign won't be considered. It's like from where the top of Tri-Stone is down to where the screen starts.
Well, basically on signage, we draw a box of the graphic area, the
Box.
top of the tried stone and including probably the address there. And that's where the calculation for square footage comes. But in this particular case, the staff is addressing the overall height of it. And it doesn't mean, and they're recommending 6, but perhaps there's a hardship like blockage, like if you do put it at 6, is it going to be down so low, cars parked, trucks parked? I don't know
Landscaping.
the location, but
There's no cars parked like on either side of the sign that would block a view.
yeah.
Is that what you mean?
Yeah.
But
We're
let me-
just trying to ascertain
Yeah,
that.
let me,
getting that extra 2 feet.
right. Now, let me just add a little bit. If you look at where the sign is now, it's directly on the street. That's the front of our church. When you come down Third Avenue, literally, you're driving to Lexington. Now, having said that, the 8 feet would be nice only because you could see it all the way from St. Clair Avenue. And that's really what we want, the visibility. The front of our church faces St. Clair, but that's probably 300, 400 yards to St. Clair Avenue. So the fact that people can now come down St. Clair and our sign will be big enough that they can see where our church is at would help a lot.
I mean, I do see where cars are parked and that could
Mhm.
a van or something like that.
It's up, but again, that's Third Avenue. It sits on Third Avenue. And again, our church faces St. Clair Avenue. It's about 300 feet, 400 feet, actually too. So again, visibility would help a lot in terms of coming down St. Clair Avenue from either direction. That sign would be so pronounced that you really couldn't miss us. So that I think is the biggest advantage of being 8 feet versus 6 feet. Wiley, would you?
Yes.
Okay, okay.
Can I ask a question? Is it okay? I want to ask a question.
Yes.
So I need some clarification on what you were saying. So were you saying that the sign, can you pull up the sign for me? That the top, you didn't understand that the tri-stone part was going to be a part of the,
Yeah, when I got the thing back from the planning committee, it had a drawing that said that the top part of the sign wouldn't be considered. But I didn't know if that top of the sign to where the graphic is meant that that wasn't included in the 6 feet. It had to be 6 feet from the top of the sign, top of the graphic down to the ground.
okay.
That's what I thought.
Okay, so what I heard was there was a hardship that people can't see the sign from St. Clair. Is there any way you can adjust the drawing to be fit within 6 feet?
I think he did, where the 858 is. I think he was saying,
Well, actually, it's, right now, as the drawing is showing it, it's
Mhm.
9'6" to the top,
Right.
so it's really higher
Right.
than 6 foot, almost double almost. But, so it's really, what we need to really determine is what that height should be, so you get the maximum visibility and maximum use.
I think the sign company told me that the top of where Tri-Stone is, down to up under Baptist Church, is almost like 2 feet. That's what made it 8 feet.
Mhm.
Well, we need to,
I've got a couple
count,
questions.
if commissioner members can chime in and say.
Is there landscaping in front that I'm seeing?
That tree that's there,
Do you have a street view? Is that possible to pull up?
Was taken from our vehicle in the street. Yes.
all that landscaping that's there, that's coming down. Those rose bushes, the tree is being cut back or taken out.
Just to see.
Sure. Kill it.
Actually, I see some landscaping and some there.
I would think so too.
Yeah,
Also
that's a good
tornado.
shot right there.
It might not
Man.
be visible if that thing.
That's like a side street. Going like the main street.
But
Gonna take that.
Sorry.
Picture over it.
Sorry, Tom.
maybe as a compromise, I mean, right now, we're at, just a minute, please. We're at 9'6" height, but perhaps the lower skirt that's on that sign could be eliminated and you install the sign so that it ends up being 8 foot in height. So it's dropping it down just a little bit, but it looks like you're elevated anyways with the brick and
Yes.
so forth.
Well, on the brick has dirt down in it. So, and that's where they sometimes plant flowers around it, but
Mhm.
it's down in the dirt.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I think,
And I think that the brick wall that they put up there was just added,
Like flower bed or
Flower
whatever,
bed.
something like that.
right.
Yeah, so,
right.
excuse me, we have one more, would you like to come forward and speak? Have you been sworn in?
Yes, sir.
And please state your name and,
My name is James McDougall, and I am the treasurer at Tri-Stone Missionary Baptist Church. And I wanted to basically piggyback on what Elder Price was saying. It's basically also a safety issue because we have community outreach. We work with the Digital Skills Hub with the City of Columbus. So we have people that sign up for computer classes from all over the city of Columbus who do not know our location. And as Larry pointed out, the front of the church is not 858, it's on Sinclair Avenue. So for people to be able to find that where the proper location or proper entrance is, that sign needs to be elevated so that they can see that. Especially in the winter time, when we have people coming for our food pantry at 6 o'clock PM on every third and fourth Thursday, they may go to that entrance and not know that the entrance is on 858 Third Avenue to go to the food pantry to get things. And then the digital skills hub that we work with the entire Franklin County community to come in to be able to get technology classes for a free laptop with Connect Us. That's helpful to have the sign there so they can find the proper location. I'm not trying to say that the crime in the area is bad. It's not bad at all, but we've had occasion where, you know, people are wandering around trying to figure out where the proper entrance is, and that's elevated sign would help people to identify where to go in. And then that's the interest to go in to her to be elevated above the ground like that. It's more of a safety thing, and because right now, the way it is now, it's not even,
It's not lit.
there's no light.
It's no light.
There's no light. People don't know where it is. And so we've had people come into different entrances in our campus from other doors because they don't know where to go in.
So the sign is located by the front entrance, is that right?
No,
It's-
not the,
no,
that's
okay.
the front entrance
On the
there.
side.
Okay, on the side.
That's the front
That's the
entrance.
side.
Okay.
But our address is 858, which is Third Avenue, which is adjacent
Right.
to that.
So really, I mean, I think what I'm hearing is the majority of the people that are coming to the church are really looking for the church, but the sign would be viewed from a pretty good distance, not just not going by it. You know, you'd have to, I don't know, 100 yards, maybe 50 yards. So that's why you're wanting the elevation to be able to see the
Yes, sir.
people on the
It's
side
very
street.
helpful that people don't have to drive around, or they'd have to go to different parts of the church, wandering around
Right.
the alley, finding out
Right.
where do I go in for this event? And especially now, we have people the next week coming at 6 o'clock that'll be coming from all over the community to our food pantry and clothes closet. They'll need to know where to go if they've
Yeah.
never been to our church before. So we have more need for that now. So we have more people coming from across the Columbus community trying to find the right, get clothes and food. And if they don't go to the right, they may miss out. You know, they may not know, they may drive around, they may, you know, something may happen. We just want them to know, and this elevated sign would help with visibility and safety more so than anything else.
Okay, sounds plausible to me. Any questions?
I do have some more.
Yes, Mr. Meyer.
I want to make some clarifications and ask some questions. Staff has anybody measured the existing sign, what the dimensions of the cabinet are? Do we know what those are?
No, that was not included with this application.
Okay. Do you happen to know what the dimensions of the existing sign are, the cabinet?
The cabinet is 6 feet,
6 feet?
6 feet.
Is it
Why-
3 by 6 or 4
You're
by 8?
talking about where
Where the,
I measured from where the white part is on the sign.
yeah, with the cabinet that's in the yoke. It's either 3 by 6 or 4 by 8.
3 by 6.
3 by 6. Okay. So measure that right. That sign is at 6 foot tall from grade.
Okay.
I want to point out that if you put this sign inside that stone, then the majority of this pole cover is going to be covered. Is that your intentions? Yeah, could we see a picture, see where the full picture of the stone is? Is there one showing that? Maybe on the street view? See if, are you?
No.
So the sign will sit with grade, so the stone is going to cover up a majority of that pole cover. The little skirt at the bottom. Is that? Or will it sit on top of the stone?
It will sit,
Looks like the stone will be removed.
it will sit almost elevated with the top of the stone.
Top of the stone?
Because I think they intended to put it that way so that they could still do the landscaping around it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is the stone staying? Are you going to keep the stone?
Yes.
Okay.
Mhm.
So that's going to actually put the sign at almost 10 foot plus from grade, because you're putting the sign on top of the stone.
Yeah. Stone is around the sign.
It's around.
It's
Yeah,
around.
it's not going to go down inside the stone. The stone is going to be
It's going to go down
Down.
in
in.
it,
So
down in,
the
yeah.
bottom of what the sign is that we're showing is going to be at grade, not the top of the stone.
Right,
Okay.
right,
So
right.
most of that little part of that cover is going to be covered by the stone.
right.
Okay.
Right.
So let's say that does put it at about 8 foot, 9'6" from grade.
Right.
Okay. Do you have a problem with bringing it down 6 foot? You could lose that small pole cover and take about a foot off the bottom of the main cabinet and put it at the top at the top of the stone. It would be about 6 foot. Do you think you could do that? Or do you think you're losing too much of that sign?
What do you think?
I don't know. I think we'd be losing too much of the sign.
Go
I'm
ahead.
sorry. I think we'd be losing too much of the sign from what he's saying for us to do to push it down
Mhm.
get further in there. Because
Okay.
again, it's the visibility thing and the safety issue. We want people to be able to see it from Sinclair and on Third Avenue when they come to our entrance. This is the right entrance and where you need to go.
Yeah.
Because that's where the door is to go in for all of our events after hours. The
Mhm.
front of the church is where people go in for church service. So we wouldn't be building it on top of the stone. The stone would surround it.
Can you drop us in Sinclair, looking back?
And let me add, if I may, Commission, to that point, again, unfortunately, we're one of the larger churches in the city. But unfortunately, we've had this sign. I was assistant pastor in '79. When I came, this sign was there.
Wow.
So that's how long. And it's kind of like I shared with the commission meeting. It's kind of like Wheel of Fortune, where Vanna's still pushing and turning, and then they went electronic, so she just walks. And that's kind of unfortunate where we're at. You know, we're at the point now where, one, we need it electronically. I mean, it's 0 degrees outside. We're still trying to put up stuff. And then two, the lighting is an issue. And then we all know the more lighting you have on the street, the more safer the street is. And so this will be a bright light that will light up Third Avenue on a constant, especially at night. It gets dark at 5 o'clock. So we feel like we're also being a benefit for the street in terms of lighting the street up. So just
I'm
wanted to
thinking
add
that
that.
view is a good example of the distance you're talking about.
Mhm.
to
It's
see
a
it.
lot.
And I
It's a
think
lot- yeah.
we all, I assume we all agree that the sign is great and necessary. I think for us, it's setting a precedent of the total height. We typically have to have some form of hardship, right? So like there has to be some reason why we were going above and beyond, and a clear reason why that is. I think a lot of times that becomes topographic issues. As Mr. Hoy said, you know, cars parking in front. It's hard, I think, for the commission to take a stance that taller is better just because it's taller, right? I think we need a definitive argument about why going above that 6 foot is legitimate. I think looking at this photo, there may be something that maybe the cars parking in front or other could get us there. But I think that's maybe where we're going to be hung up a little bit, right? I think, again, we agree that the sign is great and necessary, and all the things you're saying about lighting and digital display and all of that, I think we agree upon and we think is good. I think it's this total 6 foot height is the hang up.
Just for clarity for the whole entire commission, 3382.05 variance, it talks about hardship, and subsection 1 says, are due to exceptional shallowness, shape, topographic conditions, or other extraordinary situations peculiar to the premises itself. So just so you have the whole definition.
So that's how we judge where that height comes
Is-
from.
Is the sign in this picture? And we can't see it behind this tree?
Yeah.
Mhm. So
And
I
is
feel
all
like-
of that landscaping yours?
Oh, that's ours. So we're gonna adjust that. But what, he's gonna add something. Share with them, Molly.
I was wondering, there's a church across the street from us who has a sign that's taller.
Yep.
And I was trying to figure out what the difference was in the,
It's on the other end.
it's on the other end.
Other end. It's on St. Clair Avenue.
So I probably, we don't have the information to know why they were approved for that
Okay,
sign
but
at this
yeah,
time.
that one, it's pretty big.
But I think that from that last picture
Across
that
the
I
street.
saw, I think that, can you take us back to the last picture with the trees? From that last picture that I saw, because that's coming from St. Clair, I can't even see a sign at all.
Mhm.
So I would be open to voting for it based on this picture alone.
Got one more point to make.
Now, the second part of the variance has to do with setback. 15 foot's the standard setback and we're asking 8 foot, but I'm thinking the existing sign's 8 foot. Is that where the 8 foot comes in at? Setback is how far it is from the street
From the street.
to the front edge of the sign
Right away.
right away.
Mhm.
Yes,
I mean, you're putting it where the existing sign.
yeah, putting it
right.
exactly what it's.
Yeah, we
it's
put
different
exactly
sign.
where the.
Okay.
Yeah, so the statement is that code requires it to be 15. You're asking for it to be a reduction to
Okay,
8 foot.
okay,
Yes.
And the existing sign is, you're
Okay.
going right where the existing sign is, so we're assuming that is an 8 foot setback
Yeah.
from right of way.
Okay.
okay.
And I would like to point out also that this is a variance for electronic message center and a CPD and the setback is the variances that you requested. The staff has asked you to consider their condition for approval to reduce the size of height of the sign to 6 foot. So it's 6 foot is not a variance that we're asking for. It's a condition that they're asking for. Your variance is for the EMC and for the setback.
Mhm.
They've placed a condition on it to be at 6 foot high, overall height. So I just want to point that out.
Yeah, and I believe everything as far as the sign design and where its placement is. I think the only thing up discussion now, if I can speak for the rest of the commission, is that height
Because
on that is what we're talking about. And
Mm.
we can either vote on it as proposed and see where it goes. We can negotiate it down. Maybe it's half, maybe it doesn't have to be the 6 foot. Maybe it's somewhere in between, perhaps.
I don't know. I feel like, based on the sign being already 6 feet and looking at this picture, I can't even see the 6 feet sign there. And I get that the, staff has a recommendation of the 6 feet, but I know that this is coming from Sinclair. And when he talked about the safety issue, and he did say that the neighborhood, I don't want to give my opinion, but I don't like driving through the neighborhood, after a certain time, from Sinclair. But I can't see that sign at all from this picture. So I would be open to the 8 feet, based on this picture alone. Because I can't even see it, and I know it's in this picture, and it's already 6 feet. So I can see where the hardship would be in elevating it to 8 feet.
Mhm.
Yeah. Well, it's 9'6" is what will be, if we're doing it just like the drawing.
Okay, so what I'm hearing
Yes,
is,
draw
if we
it.
could just find a compromise to keep
Sure.
it at 8 feet. I don't know what that would look like.
Mr. Chair, just for clarification, because he brought up a point, we thought we were coming down and it would be a discussion about the 8 foot versus the 6. And obviously it would be the commission's decision to either say yay on the 8 foot or say no on the 8 foot, that we'd have to do the 6. I just want clarification. Is that not, what's before the commission?
I think we all agree 6 is.
Okay, I'm just saying for clarification, that is before the commission to have the option to either say yay on 8 or, you have to do 6. I just wanted that clarified for us.
Mhm.
I think what's my understanding is that from how you have your plans right now, if you put it in, it's gonna be at 9 feet. What did you say?
9'6".
9'6".
But you could eliminate that bottom skirt.
Right,
And
right,
then just bring it down to 8
Right,
foot. You still
right.
have blank space at the bottom, so you
Right,
could have
right.
plantings behind there.
We're
In
fine
my
with that.
opinion, I think that would work fine.
Yeah, we're fine
We're
with that.
fine with that. We're fine with that.
So you'd be okay with the 8 foot overall height
What?
instead of 9'6"? Take that bottom skirt off, drop it down a little bit.
Yeah, we would be fine with the 8 foot. That's the first time hearing about the 9.6.
That's what
So,
I'm saying. I didn't hear about 9.6.
yeah.
We're looking at the total height, right? That main part of the front cabinet
Mhm.
is 8
Cabinet
feet
part.
Plus the.
Plus the 1 foot
six
6
feet
inch.
Sitting
bottom.
on,
Yeah.
sitting on
And
And
basically.
that's where the 9 foot
Gets us
6
at
came in.
9.5
Okay.
total
For the
height.
overall
Okay.
height.
Okay,
Okay.
okay.
So if you take that smaller skirt off, and now you're at 8 foot overall height, is from grade. So
Okay.
part of that's going to be back behind the stone. You could also take the stone out so that you could have more of that
Right.
sign exposed and put your plantings in there.
Okay, that works. Wow.
Yeah, that works.
Yeah,
But I think it's,
So then you have, if you take the stone out, then you have a full 8 foot of the sign
Right.
exposed.
yep.
You good with that?
Yes.
okay. Any more commissioners? Any more from the audience or staff? Okay, what I'd need here is a motion for the finding of facts of this case.
I'll make a motion to adopt the finding of facts as stated by staff and the applicant.
I'll
And that-
second.
And that is with making the overall height 8 foot.
That's at the acceptance.
Okay,
I'll second.
roll call.
Mr. Cavaliers,
Yes.
Ms. Augustine,
Yes.
Mr. Rumbaugh,
Yes.
Mr. Moore,
Yes.
Chair Hoy.
Yes.
I'll make a motion to approve application GC 25-046 with the condition of a 8-foot total height.
A
sign.
second?
Roll call, please.
Ms. Augustine,
Yes.
Mr. Rumbaugh,
Yes.
Mr. Moore,
Yes.
Mr. Cavaliers,
Yes.
Chair Hoy.
Yes, and thank you. And it's approved and it's just like the drawing, except the lower skirt, bring it down. It should look fabulous.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you, Commissioner.
Okay. Case number 2. It's application. Jeez. Sorry, folks. Application GC 25-048, which is located at 6305 LaSalle Drive. Would the applicant please come forward? And have you been sworn in?
Yes, sir.
And would you state your name and affiliation and sign the record?
Michael Lynn, I'm with Kessler Sign.
Okay. Yeah,
Yes, sir.
I did that first. Okay. Staff, would you please provide the details of this? I think it's Mr. Trimmer.
Yeah, Adam's on vacation, so I'll be presenting this one for him. Real quick, before I present this, I just want to say, if anybody's here for BZA, this is the Graphics Commission meeting, and in all likelihood, it's going to run long. So if you're here for the Board of Zoning Adjustment meeting, I would ask you to wait in the lobby, and we'll come get you when that meeting's about to start. So with that, I'll present this case. Chair. 6305 LaSalle Drive is located at the northwest terminus of LaSalle Drive. It is zoned M Manufacturing and is within the boundaries of the Far South Columbus Area Commission. The 28.63 acre site is developed with a commercial and industrial building. Surrounding uses include similar commercial, office, and light industrial use. The applicant proposes a graphics plan to allow 3 directional signs on a commercial site. 1 sign will direct customers to the main parking and entrance, and 2 signs will direct trucks to the receiving area. Both the Planning Division and the Division of Traffic Management have no comments, and the Far South Columbus Area Commission recommends approval with a vote of 5-0. Staff can recommend approval as the request is minor, the signs are internal to the site, and the proposal is compatible with surrounding development. Therefore, City Department's recommendation is for approval.
Okay, thank you. Will the applicant please present your case?
Yes, we were trying to replace 3 directional signs to be switched from, as you can see in the photos there, the company name has changed from Amerisource Burger to Sencora. So it's just basically changing a little bit of the look and then to be consistent with the name change.
Okay.
Okay. Are there any additional people in the audience that would like to address this case? Okay, are there any of the commissioners that have, that wish to question or add to this case?
I don't.
Okay, with that, I believe I need a finding of facts of this case.
I'll make a motion to adopt the finding of facts as stated by staff and the applicant.
And a second?
Mr. Rumbaugh,
Yes.
Mr. Moore,
Yes.
Mr. Cavaliers,
Yes.
Ms. Augustine,
Yes.
Chair Hoy.
Yes. And with that, we'll move into the, a motion for a variance vote on this case.
I'll make a motion.
Graphics plan.
I'm sorry.
Graphics plan.
Yes, it is a graphics.
I'll make a motion to approve application GC 25-048.
Second?
Mr. Moore,
Yes.
Mr. Cavalaris,
Yes.
Ms. Augustine,
Yes.
Mr. Rumbaugh,
Yes.
Chair Hoy.
Yes, and that it is passed. Thank you. Okay, moving on to application number 3, GC 25-049, which is located at 5242 Avery Road. And Mr. Smedley, I believe.
Yeah, 5242 Avery Road is located on the west side of Avery Road, approximately 280 feet south of Hayden Run Boulevard. It's zoned CPD Commercial Plan Development District, and it's located in the Hayden Run Civic Association. The 17.9 acre site is being developed with a mixed-use apartment, residential, and commercial project. Surrounding uses include multi-unit residential to the south, single-unit residential to the west, a gas station and a fast food establishment to the north, and undeveloped parcels to the east. The applicant proposes to construct 4 ground signs for a new mixed-use development. Variances are being requested to allow 2 ground signs, signs 1 and 4, to be directed towards a private street and increase the permitted overall sign area from 320 square feet to 341 square feet, and to increase the permitted graphic area from 160 square feet to 297 square feet for signs 2 and 3. And a special permit is being requested to allow for an off-premise ground sign, sign number 3. A little bit of history. The northern parcel was subject of Z14-010, which rezoned the property from R Rural District to CPD Commercial Plan Development District, and GC 24-020, which allowed off-premise directional signs for a fast food establishment until the access road from Avery Road was constructed. The southern parcel was the subject of Z22-051, which rezoned the property from CPD and LAR1 Limited Apartment Residential District to CPD for the entire property, and CV 22-063 to allow ground floor residential in the CPD district. The C2P2 recommends that signs for storefronts / businesses in the same building / development should be of coordinated design, reinforcing rather than competing with each other. Planning staff finds the proposal consistent with these plan recommendations. Division of Traffic Management requested that the location for sign 1 be revised so that it does not obstruct sight lines between adjacent northbound traffic and eastbound vehicles. This comment has been resolved, and the Hayden Run West Civic Association recommends approval of this request by a vote of 3-0. Staff recommends approval of the request because the proposed signs are part of a larger mixed-use development and will allow for a coordinated design. The proposed signs will help potential residents and patrons locate their destination within this mixed-use development.
Thank you. And thank you for being here. Could you please introduce yourself?
Mr. Chairman, members of the commission, Mike Shannon here on behalf of the applicant, the Robert Weiler Company, as well as David Rumas.
And have you been sworn in?
Yes, sir, multiple times.
Hey, thank you, Mr. Shannon.
Thanks. So in an interest of time, I think I could obviously go through the hardship and the standards here, but if staff could point out on one of these site plans, Riggins Road, that would be helpful. Perhaps there you go, on the left or right. Really, the real culprit here is the fact that this is an immense development with almost 1,000 apartments and a lot of mixed uses. At the time it was originally enacted, it obviously was in compliance with C2P2 and the RCO standards. Riggins Road, however, at the end of the day, ended up being a private road. As you know, the graphics code contemplates that all signs will be facing a public right-of-way. For that reason, each of the ground-mounted signs that actually front on parcels that front on Riggins technically need the variance because they are not fronting a public right-of-way. It's pretty straightforward. Similarly, with the outparcel development, as outparcels became developed and the lots were subsequently split off, it created the same condition where technically the signs would be off-site
from the original parcel because a new parcel was created to create the outlots. But I know that these variance criteria are subject to the hardship. Obviously, the fact that we don't front on a public street should be taken into consideration. And also, if you look at the geometry of the site, particularly on Riggins, the sight line is extremely, to a civilian, very long. And adding these additional signs will also be directional in nature because of the reality of what you're facing there. The code requires to address those special conditions, which I think I have. It is different from a lot of the other more traditional developments in the neighborhood that actually front on public streets. You know, strict application of the code would obviously adversely affect us. We are not injurious to any adjoining or neighboring property. With respect to the special permit criteria, I can't think of any detriment to the public good. The technically off-premises monument signs will, you know, have an orderly, centralized identification system within the internal circulation. There's no substantial impairment to the intent of the graphics code. There's no incompatibility, as previously mentioned, with the surrounding neighborhood. And I've got one more. Obviously, I acknowledge the commission's authority to add conditions and be amenable to any that you might suggest. And thanks staff for pointing out the conditions of traffic. We did actually have to relocate a sign to avoid line of sight conflicts and vision triangle conflicts. With that, I'd be happy to address any questions.
Thank you, Mr. Shannon. And it does look like the road itself presents the hardship.
Yes, sir.
I would, and is that concluded?
Yes, sir.
Are there any additional people in the audience that would like to address this? Okay. Also, commissioners, any questions you might have?
Mike, does the submittal reflect the relocated sign on for the light?
Actually, we made the adjustment on the site plan. I would have to confirm with staff that they received that. That's a good question, Mr. Cavaleras. If not, I will get them the new location. It was moved per the direction of traffic.
Yeah, the site plan, I believe it was for sign 1.
Yes, sir.
That's on the PowerPoint and in your packets is the updated site plan that was approved by traffic.
Thanks.
Question. Thank you, sir.
Okay, well, it sounds like we're to the,
I've got.
okay, Steve, Mr. Moore.
I'm trying to understand how many signs are off premise.
There's only one sign that's off premise.
Is that the one at the corner of Riggins and Avery?
Sir.
This one here?
Sign 3 is the only one requesting the special permit. Yeah.
Yes, sir. You're right.
Yeah, that's the only, that one's directed towards Riggins and the others are, I believe, towards Raglan.
Sign 2 is the one at the corner
Or
of Avery and
Riggins
Riggins.
Run.
That's correct.
Be off premise. That one.
That doesn't matter. What was your question, Steve?
The, this is sign number 2.
Yeah, this is the off-premise sign.
That's off premise?
Yes.
Doesn't the parcel go up to that corner?
It has tenant.
That part, see, the parcel goes all the way to Riggins. That one wouldn't be off premise because it's up there in the corner of that bump out.
I don't know if they intend on, if that parcel is intended to be split off.
Go back to
then,
that. What was
because
that line is not one parcel?
what is highlighted on the zoning map is how the parcel is shown on our map today,
That blue line there, is that all one parcel?
currently.
Okay.
So the sign in the
So the
top
sign,
left
the
corner.
sign at Riggins and that entrance would not be on, off premise. The one at the corner of Avery and
Yeah, go up,
Riggins,
up farther,
up
right there.
there would be off premise.
It's not where sign two's at.
Well, right there it is. Oh,
not.
yeah.
No, that's not.
It's not.
Go
Riggins
back
Road
to
is
the
off the
site
screen
plan.
in this.
That's what's
Okay.
confusing. There you go.
Oh, okay, okay.
There you go.
I understand now.
That's why I asked for that exhibit, sir. Sorry. I could
Okay,
clarify.
I was thrown off by that. I see it now.
Thank you, sir.
Okay.
Are we all set?
Yeah, that's all I wanted to
Okay,
ask.
any other questions?
Clarification.
With that, I need a motion for the finding of facts, and it is, this is for variance and also a special permit.
That's correct.
I'll make a motion to adopt the finding of facts as stated by staff and the applicant.
And a second?
I'll second.
Mr. Cavalaris,
Yes.
Ms. Augustine,
Yes.
Mr. Rumbaugh,
Yes.
Mr. Moore,
Yes.
Chair Hoy.
Yes. And with that, I need a motion for the variance and graphic and the special permit for this case.
I'll make a motion to approve application GC 25-049.
And a second?
Second.
Ms. Augustine,
Yes.
Mr. Rumbaugh,
Yes.
Mr. Moore,
Yes.
Mr. Cavalaris,
Yes.
Chair Hoy.
Yes. And it has passed.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. With leave of the chair, I'd like to make the following statement. This is the first opportunity I've had to appear in front of the Graphics Commission or the BZA since Jamie passed away. Wanted to acknowledge, obviously, what everybody in this room knows, that he exemplified everything that's good about public employees. And about 20 years ago, I told the following story about the same time of the year when Jamie was presenting a case. And the story is about Jamie, and he got a real kick out of it. So this one's for Jamie. Jamie was very good, but he always got what he wanted whenever I met with him. At the end of the day, he always got what he wanted. And that's illustrated by a story. When Jamie was 6 years old, it was this time of the year, he was at the kitchen table and he wrote a letter to Santa. He said, "Dear Santa, my name's Jamie. I'm 6 years old. I've been good all year, and I want a new red bicycle for Christmas." Jamie's mom looked at that note and she tore it up and said, "Young man, don't lie to Santa Claus. You haven't been good all year." So undaunted, Jamie got out another crayon, another piece of paper and says, "Dear Santa, my name's Jamie. I'm 6 years old. I've been good all day and I want a new bicycle for Christmas." His mom came by and said, "Young man, you've been horrible today, lying to Santa Claus. You go in your room and you think about it till your father gets home." So Jamie was walking to his room, his head down, and he glanced in his parents' bedroom. He saw a statue of the Blessed Virgin Mary. And Jamie took that statue and he put it in a shoebox and he hid it under his parents' bed. And Jamie went back to that kitchen table and he wrote the following note: "Dear Jesus Christ, my name is Jamie and I'm 6 years old. And if you ever want to see your mommy again, I want a red bicycle for Christmas." That one's for Jamie. Thank you for your time and consideration.
Thank you, Mr. Shannon. That was nice. Okay, moving along here. This is application number GC 25-050 at 920 Polaris Parkway. Will the applicant please come forward?
920 Polaris Parkway is located on the northeast corner of Polaris Parkway in Antares Avenue. It's zoned CPD, Commercial Plan Development District, and it's located in the far north Columbus Communities Coalition. The 2.7 acre site is developed with a Sheetz gas station. Surrounding uses include an apartment complex to the northeast, commercial uses to the southwest, and an undeveloped lot to the northeast or northwest. The applicant proposes to establish a graphics plan, which includes new directional signs as well as the existing signs to remain, as requesting to establish a graphics plan to allow directional signs as well as the existing signs with previously approved variances. This property was the subject of Z21 -035, which rezoned the property from LC4 Limited Commercial District to Commercial Plan Development District, and GC 21-035, which includes variances to allow the installation of banners, temporary signs, projecting signs, and identification signs. All variances included in this previous action are also requested with this application. The far north area plan recommends wall signs should be compatible with the size and scale of the facade and streetscape. Therefore, planning is supportive as the proposal is consistent with plan design guidelines. Division of Traffic Management has no comments. The Far North Columbus Communities Coalition recommends approval with a vote of 6-0. And staff can recommend approval of the proposed graphics plan since the previously approved permanent wall signs are negligible and the proposed changes will allow the store to change its drive-through into a mobile order pickup only. This will help reduce the amount of idling traffic since customers will arrive once their orders have already been placed rather than ordering and waiting while their order is being prepared. As with all the other sheets cases, we are recommending the condition rolls over from the previous case that automatic changeable copy will be limited to the fuel pricing only.
Thank you. Would you please state your name and affiliation?
Hi, my name's Rebecca Green, and I'm working with Sheetz gas stations. This particular one, like many of the other ones, aloha, and I have been sworn in.
And also sign in the sheet there.
I already signed.
Okay, thank you.
Great.
Please present your case.
Like all the other graphics plans we've talked about for Sheetz, this is just to cover up the existing drive-through equipment with instructions, an instructional plaque that would indicate that every user needs to be using their Sheetz app in order to access drive-through services. Ordering through your app has become more popular. Sheetz is using Columbus, Westerville, and Hilliard as test sites for this new process where all their drive-through orders will be through the Sheetz app. So what we're asking for is negligible, just covering up existing information on the drive-through equipment. Covering this up makes these ground directional signs and requires us to file a graphics plan. The prior variances that are included in this graphics plan include variances for the hanging signs underneath the gas station canopy, which is a type of sign not contemplated by the code, and also reducing the identification area on the gas station price sign for the monument sign, reducing it from the 50% requirement, which is typical for most of the gas stations that you guys review. So that's it. Happy to take questions.
And this is very similar to like we've done before.
Exactly the same, yes.
Are there any people in the audience that would like to address this case? Okay, with that, are there any of the commissioners that might have a question with that? Moving forward, I think I need a finding of facts
I'll make a motion to adopt the finding of facts as stated by staff and the applicant.
in a second.
Second?
Mr. Rumbaugh,
Yes.
Mr. Moore,
Yes.
Mr. Cavalaris,
Yes.
Ms. Augenstein,
Yes.
Chair Hoy.
Yes. And with that, I need a motion for the graphics plan.
I'll make a motion to approve application GC 25-050.
Second?
Mr. Moore,
Yes.
Mr. Cavalaris,
Yes.
Ms. Augenstein,
Yes.
Mr. Rumbaugh,
Yes.
Chair Hoy.
Yes, thank you. It
Thank you
has
so much.
been approved. Okay. Moving forward, we have 5 cases that are very similar. And I'm assuming you're not here for the BZA, all you folks. So anyways, this has to do with the Gateway Digital Graphic legislation that we did have. And if I could ask staff, Phil Asher, to maybe explain the background of this, would that be appropriate at this time or should we just jump into the case? I mean,
Yeah, we can, you want to handle them on a case by case?
okay, that's fine with me. Yes, please. Okay, we'll start with it. I
just want to disclose to the public, I used to represent Orange Barrel Media, but it's been a number of years ago. And someone in my firm represents them, but I do not work on any Orange Barrel matters, and I haven't for a number of years. And I believe I can be fair and impartial to hear these cases. I just wanted to let everybody know that.
And I'll indicate Mr. Cavalaris and I, as his counsel, had a conversation about this. And given the prior representation, I believe he indicated it was 10 years or plus more ago. And given the fact that his colleague and he have not worked on any Orange Barrel Media cases or matters together, and he has done no work at the firm related to them, I felt that there was enough separation that if he indicated on the record that he could be fair and impartial, that he would not have to recuse himself.
Okay, thank you. Thank you, Mr. Cavalier,
Yeah, I
for
just
the
wanted
disclosure.
Disclosure, yep.
Okay, so we're going to start with application number 5, GC 25-036, which is located at 517 North Park Street. And would the applicant for this this application come forward. And have you both been sworn in?
We have.
If you could state your name and position, and then with that, we'll move on to the staff to give.
John Palo with Orangeboro Media.
Sorry, John.
John Palo.
You pressed the button.
Oh, whoops. John Palo with Orangeboro Media. Yep, sorry about
Siddiqui with Orange.
that. Oh,
I turned it off. Humna Siddiqui with Orange Barrel Media.
Okay, thank you. And with that, could we have staff present the case?
Yeah. In front of you, you'll find a map showing the location of the proposed Gateway Digital Graphics, 5 of which are shown in blue and will be considered this evening. The 6th is shown in red. It has been filed, but it is not going to be considered by the Graphics Commission this evening. GC 25036 for 517 North Park Street is located at the southwest corner of North Park Street and Spruce Street. Zone DD for Downtown District, and it's within the boundaries of the Downtown Commission as well as the North Market Historic District. However, Gateway Digital Graphics are not subject to a neighborhood group recommendation. The 0.65 site is developed with a hotel. Surrounding uses include surface parking lot to the west, Interstate 670 to the north, conference center and eating and drinking establishments to the east, and multi-tenant building to the south. The applicant proposes to install a 1,200 square foot Gateway Digital Graphic and is requesting a special permit for that Gateway Digital Graphic.
Okay.
Gateway Digital Graphic means a permanent illuminated digital graphic that is affixed to a building located in the gateway area and functions as an on-premise or off-premise sign. Gateway Digital Graphics must be principally oriented towards an interstate highway or controlled access highway as defined by the Ohio Revised Code. Comments from the Planning Division regarding graphic placement on the building have been resolved, and the application has been forwarded to the Ohio Department of Transportation. Comments may be forthcoming. City Department's recommendation is that of approval. Staff can recommend approval as the request meets the special permit requirements of Section G20-060E.
Okay, with that, would you like to present your case and the facts?
really just here to help answer any questions that come up, but really, again, thanks for the opportunity. Excited to answer any questions.
Could you perhaps, from your perspective, give us your detail of the Gateway Digital Graphic program that this is part of?
For sure. So the city of Columbus has rolled out this digital gateway graphic program, really the intent of having these welcoming signs in the downtown and surrounding area, really welcoming visitors and residents to key areas of the downtown. This location in particular is a key location as you enter the downtown coming off 670. So to staff's earlier point, we're really excited about it. We think it fulfills the requirements of the legislation, and yeah.
And then some of the questions within that were like, is there any substantial detriment to the public good or public safety?
Yep.
There isn't any, is there?
There is not. And one thing to clarify is these graphics will not show motion. They will be static messages that rotate. They'll be steady for 8 seconds, and then they'll just simply rotate. They will not be like movies on the screen. Yep.
So it's very similar to like what we see around all the billboards that we see around town. They're all
Similar.
subject to that.
Yes,
Okay.
sir.
And then this is what the Graphic Commission is going to do tonight is vote on giving you a special permit, I believe. And then from that, you go from there where you have to have it engineered and so forth.
Yep.
And then it is very possible that ODOT could have some input into this, but you guys will have to work on that, I guess.
For sure. There's been discussions with ODOT. So if you guys grant the special permit today, it's not as simple as building the sign. We're still need ODOT to approve, which we're hopeful will be sometime in Q1. We're having those discussions, but we would not move forward until ODOT gives that okay.
Okay. And it's obvious here in this particular case, this is oriented towards the interstate highway, as it said in the wording. And so other than that, are there any people in the audience that would like to address this particular case? Please step forward and say your name and affiliation.
Chris Mundell, I'm representing Columbus College of Art and Design.
And have you been sworn in? Okay, thank you. Please.
Sheet reporter. You don't have to do it right now when you're done.
Okay, yes. So I just wanted to speak on behalf of CCA.
Now, Mike.
Yes, let me get Thank you. Wanted to speak on behalf of CCAD. We are in the business of bringing creative talent to Columbus. We believe that these types of graphics really provide a visual culture for Columbus. They do welcome guests and visitors. They also allow opportunities to highlight local artists and arts organizations. We've utilized this similar type of digital signage for our organization, helping to raise visibility, helping to promote culture and values in the city. We're excited about this. We think that it fits with the emerging culture in the city, and we're fully supportive. So thank you.
Okay, thank you for your testimony. Are there any others?
I've not been sworn. I do. Monica Tunnel. I am a wildlife rehabber in Central Ohio, and one of our big concerns is with light spillage, and downtown Columbus has a tremendous problem. We have a program called Lights Out where we go around during migration season and we actually collect the animals that have struck buildings, and we record the numbers of birds and bats that have been misdirected by lights that are left on overnight. And so we would be concerned about adding additional illumination. Both illumination and glass often misdirect bats and birds during their migratory season and cause them to strike buildings, which tends to kill them. And if not, it leads to brain inflammation, which can then lead to a death down the road. So I would encourage you to consider how illuminated these are, and if they're illuminated after night, and what things we can do to protect our native species, especially as we continue to see an increase of tall, predominantly glass buildings. Thank you.
Thank you for your input.
I'm happy to answer any questions.
You'd mentioned, I mean, just the bird strike is kind of
Yeah.
the main thing.
That's the biggest thing, and that it can be distracting, not that they would really hit that signage, but that the light would set them off course and then they're disoriented and they can hit surrounding buildings.
Has there been a study on this? Like, for instance, I know ODOT uses computer signs overhead, and I don't know if there's been, scientifically collected data on, birds that have hit those signs because of that. I don't know.
Yes, we generate data every year through the Lights Out program, but then there's also Dark Sky International collects information. BCI, which is Bat Conservation International, has a best practices for illuminated signage as well that I believe I've provided to the city planners in the past. Okay. But I'd be happy to pass that information along if that would be of interest to this group.
Yeah, well, we certainly appreciate your testimony.
Thank you so much for keeping it in mind. Thanks.
Is there anyone else in the audience that would like to address this? Okay, with that.
I guess I'd be interested if Orange Barrel has a response to that.
Yes.
Yes, thank you. No, we certainly take seriously being a good neighbor in all of our contexts. I think I will speak for all of these signs that are coming forward. They are facing illuminated areas. They're facing freeways. They're not facing, neighborhoods. As well as each of our signs, I think there's a real range of digital signs. A lot of the older signs don't have some of the features that you see on new ones. The new signs, our signs, will have ambient light sensors. So as the environmental conditions change, the lights will get dimmer. So we set our lighting at 200 to 400 nits above ambient light level at night. It's about a TV. So it's not excessively bright intentionally. I don't think that's pleasant for anyone.
Thank you. Okay, any commission members?
I do. Phil, did they go to the downtown commission on this or not?
No, so Gateway Digital Graphics by code are not required to have a neighborhood recommendation.
Okay.
So the next four that you'll hear, they'll all be within the boundaries of the area commission, but they won't have had recommendations.
And could you guys highlight or talk, you talked about these as being welcoming signs. Could you explain that?
For sure. So obviously part of the business, there will be some commercial advertising, but any unsold time we will dedicate towards nonprofit artwork, kind of similar to the testimony you heard today, and graphics from the city that they share with us, really welcoming folks into the visit, into these regions, into these neighborhoods, and promoting whatever's going on.
Oh, okay. So, so you won't commit to any sort of like minimum number of public service messages or any, just sort of unsold time.
Correct. Just unsold. Yep.
Okay. And so they're more like landmarks.
Correct.
As opposed to any sort of official City of Columbus welcoming or that type of thing. Okay, I understand. Thank you.
Well, this certainly is like defines it very well as for the use of this. Are there any other commission members?
I've got a question.
Yes, Mr. Moore.
The representatives from CCAD supported the boards. Would institutions like CCAD enjoy their ads for free?
Yes, of course.
Okay.
Of course.
Do you have
Nonprofits, artists. Yep. Absolutely.
So you'd highlight some artists and maybe some new students and their art?
Yes. Yes, sir.
Okay. Would that be for all 6 of them or just this one?
All 6 of them.
Okay.
Yep.
You still need to go to ODOT, right? To get an off-premise sign permit from ODOT?
Well, we're working through with ODOT. I don't know if it'll be a special, I don't know if it'll be a sign permit, but just working with ODOT to make sure they're comfortable with this and they don't see any safety concerns. So we're having those discussions. But to my earlier point, we wouldn't proceed with installing these with the approval today until those discussions have been flushed out.
Would that include ADC, advertising device control?
Could you elaborate on that a little bit?
It's the state entity that controls off-premise advertising along federally aided primary highways. Are any of these FAP highways?
These are FHWA highways, federally controlled routes.
They're federally funded highways, right?
That I'm not sure on.
Okay.
That I'm not sure on. I don't know if the city could help me with that one.
I'm not sure.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
So you don't know if they're under ADC control or not?
That I don't know today. No, sir.
Okay. I would want to make sure that you can find out if they're controlled by ADC or not.
Okay, is that anything else?
I think Nick hit it on the welcoming part of all these boards. Am I correct in understanding that the large building signage that Orange Barrel does downtown, that a certain percentage of it has to be devoted to some sort of artwork or design, and that there's a smaller portion that can be the commercial part of the sign?
Are you referring to our headquarters downtown?
No.
Or
No, all the banners around town on the buildings.
That you do.
I believe
yeah,
there's
yeah, that sounds correct. I don't know the specifics, but generally, just as a rule of thumb for our business, we always commit to that as part of our projects.
But you don't know if isn't there a percentage that?
Not for these, no.
Not for these, but for the other ones downtown?
For those, I can't speak to those. I'm not too familiar with that.
You guys don't know, do you?
I'm Shannon Pine on the Chief Zoning Official. I was sworn in. Those are approved by the Downtown Commission.
Right.
Generally, Graphics Commission does not hear graphics applications.
Right.
For sites of the Downtown Commission, except for these gateway digital graphics. I believe there are provisions in chapter 3359, the downtown district, that explains the ad mural.
There's a percentage, isn't there? There is a percentage?
Yes, I believe there is a percentage.
Okay.
These signs are not subject to that.
Okay. Is that because they're not within the downtown district?
Some of these are in downtown district, but the way that the legislation was written, only the Graphics Commission grants the permit.
Okay.
The historic districts, the architectural review commissions and the area commissions are not making recommendations on these.
Okay.
Issuing certificates of approval of agreements.
I will add that even though we're not subject to that per this code, we, just by the way we do business, we will promote nonprofit and community and art organizations as part of the project.
Is there any intentions to ever selling these to another entity?
No, as far as
Like,
the
you sell them to Outfront?
no, no, sir. No,
Okay.
sir.
Okay.
That's today. Might be different tomorrow.
Commissioner, a couple months, I mean, it was a month or maybe 2 months ago, we had a presentation from, you said Shannon? Miss Shannon, she came and told us about these, so we got a lot of information about them.
Okay. With that, if there's no further questions, could I have a motion on the finding of facts for this case?
I'll make a motion to adopt the finding of facts as stated by staff and the applicant.
Second.
Mr. Cavaleros?
Yes.
Ms. Augustine?
Yes.
Ms. Rumbaugh or Mr. Rumbaugh?
Yes.
Mr. Moore?
Yes.
Chair Hoy?
Yes. And with that, I'd like to follow up with a motion for this special permit for this case.
I'll make a motion to approve application GC 25-036.
Second.
Ms. Augustine?
Yes.
Mr. Rumbaugh?
Yes.
Mr. Moore?
Yes.
Mr. Cavaleros?
Yes.
Chair Hoy?
Yes, and thank you. That first one has passed.
Mhm.
And I believe.
Great.
I
I'll get comfortable. Yep.
believe your seat's getting warm now.
Yep. Thank you.
Okay. Okay, with that, we'll move to application number 6, which is GC 25-037, located at 70 East Goodale Street. And with that, if staff could present the details in that particular,
Is the same applicant, I
Yeah.
assume.
that we have the same
Okay.
folks here.
GC 25037 is located at 70 East Goodale Street. It's located at the northwest corner of East Goodale Street and Columbus Convention Center Drive, Zone DD Downtown District, and it's within the Downtown Commission. However, there is no neighborhood recommendation. The 1.17 acre site is developed with a parking garage. Surrounding uses include the convention center to the south, surface parking lot to the west, Interstate I-670 to the north, and exit ramps to the east. The applicant proposes to install a 1,200 square foot gateway digital graphic and is requesting a special permit for that gateway digital graphic. The Planning Division has no comments on the proposal. The application has been forwarded to the Ohio Department of Transportation and comments may be forthcoming. Staff can recommend approval of the request as it meets the special permit requirements, of section G20-060E, and therefore City Department's recommendation is for approval.
Okay, with that, the applicant can provide the update on this particular location.
Yep, very similar to the first one. Very excited about this opportunity for the convention center. I think it's in addition to the artwork and nonprofit work I alluded to for the first application, this is also a great opportunity for the convention center to show the cool stuff they're doing within their doors. So yeah, we're excited about it. We welcome any questions.
It looks like in that photo, the building on down is the building we were just talking about in the earlier case.
Yes, sir.
So this is for looking west and the other one was looking east.
Yep, exactly right.
Okay. Anybody in the audience that would like to address this? Yes, please come forward. And have,
I mean, got some chairs up there.
Sorry, here you go.
Chair
Eh,
up to the
yeah,
table.
you could pull up
Hello.
you could pull up a chair at the end there too, if you'd like.
Sure. For the next person, we have 4 more, right?
Sure. And then have you been sworn in?
I have, sir. Thank you.
Okay, and your name and affiliation?
Ken Paul, Executive Director for the Franklin County Convention Facilities Authority. So the owners of the Convention Center, Hilton Columbus Downtown, Nationwide Arena, and 6 parking facilities, one of which is this parking garage that you see on the screen. Had prepared comments, but it seems a little bit formal. So I'll speak directly to Mr. Cavaleros' questions before about the welcoming nature of these signs. Very excited about the opportunity. because this is what we do. This is our business in welcoming people to Columbus. These signs will help us communicate what's going on inside of our facilities, events that are upcoming. And I'm especially excited about a new expanded partnership with Tourism Ohio, which will feature the Heart of It All brand, and especially proud that that brand will be featured in Columbus, at the heart of Ohio. And so really excited about this opportunity, one that we hope to bring forward in the future also, but utilizing our assets, the infrastructure here to really promote Columbus to visitors, to our community, and then frankly connect with our residents to let them know what's going on inside their buildings.
Thank you for your testimony. Are there any others that wish to address this? And any questions from the commission? Well,
I just want to go on record that this is also one that you'll need to check with ADC. As a matter of fact, I think all of them are going to need to have ADC look at them.
Great, thank you.
with that, I think we can move on to, if I can have a motion for the finding of facts in this case.
I'll make a motion to adopt the finding of facts as stated by staff and the applicant.
Second.
Roll call? Yeah, roll call.
Zarumba,
Yes.
Mr. Moore,
Yes.
Mr. Cavalaris,
Yes.
Ms. Augustine,
Yes.
Chair Hoy.
Yes.
I'll make a motion to approve application GC 25-037.
Second.
We're ready for the.
Mr. Moore?
This is for the vote on the special permit.
Yep. Mr. Moore,
Yes.
Mr. Rumba,
Yes.
Mr. Cavalaris,
Yes.
Ms. Augustine,
Yes.
Chair Hoy.
Yes, and it has proved, it has been approved. Okay, location number 7
Did he sign in?
is application GC 25-038, which is at 455 South Ludlow Street. And we have the same applicants here. And if, Phil, if you can provide the details of this particular location.
Yep. GC 25-038 is located at 445 through 455 South Ludlow Street, located at the southwest corner of South Ludlow Street and West Fulton Street. It's zoned UCR, Urban Core. The 0.95 acre site is developed with a multi-tenant office building. Surrounding uses include Interstate 70 to the north, multi-unit apartment building to the west, and mixed use to the south and east. The applicant proposes to install a 1,200 square foot gateway digital graphic and was requesting a special permit for that gateway digital graphic. Comments from the planning division regarding graphic placement on the structure have been resolved. The application has been forwarded to ODOT. Comments may be forthcoming. Staff can recommend approval of the request as it meets the special permit requirements of section G20-060E, and therefore city department's recommendation is for approval.
Okay, thank you. And if you could present your case on this particular.
Yep. Again, very similar to the other ones. Very excited about it. Think it's a great connector into Brewery District and that region of downtown. We welcome any questions you have, and thanks again for the opportunity.
This particular one is replacing the existing graphic that I think has been inoperable for some time now.
That's exactly right.
Yeah, and I think that will be a structural challenge. I remember on that, but you guys will work it out. Simple as that, but looks like it'll look great there. Are there any additional people in the audience that would like to address this particular case? Yes, please come forward. First of all, have you been sworn in?
I have been sworn in.
And state your name and position.
I'm Trent Smith. I am the Executive Director of Franklinton Board of Trade and also a resident of Franklinton. The Board of Trade is a small nonprofit in the neighborhood that our mission is to advocate, beautify, connect. And so we do everything from picking up trash in the alleys to helping small businesses find resources and advocating for better conditions throughout the neighborhood. And so I can address a lot of the questions that were being asked earlier about their partnerships with nonprofits and how likely they would be to advertise those types of things. And I can speak from experience from day one. I started my job in 2010 and when they came on the scene in Franklinton and established themselves, they made no delay in becoming partners to the neighborhood nonprofits. My nonprofit, Franklinton Arts District, Gladden Community House, We Amplify Voices, they've recently just partnered with us to help us advertise the activities and things that we will have going on for America 250, the Franklinton version of that. And so what I can say is that we believe that having access to a sign like this to advertise our events that help the neighborhood nonprofits in the community do the work that we do, events like Scrawl and Art for Franklinton and Marching for More that supports Gladden Community House, having the chance to advertise on a venue like this, so professionally done, so innovative, so cutting edge, that is a game changer for a small nonprofit. And we have a lot of them in the neighborhood that can benefit from this. And indeed, we have benefited from their generosity in the past. So we're really excited about the chance to be on this sign as well as other signs throughout the community that we're looking at tonight. And so just from a neighborhood perspective, both from my nonprofit leader hat and just being a resident of the community, I can speak to the fact that they are good partners to nonprofits and that we are happy to support this. And we appreciate the opportunity to come down and
Well, thank you.
say
What a
those
great-
things.
Great testimony.
Thank you.
Thank you. Any additional people out in the audience would like to address this? Commissioners?
I just want to, Mike mentioned it, but have you looked at all at whether the structure can handle the wind load?
We are going to have to redo the internal structure, right? But we will keep the structure at the base, right? That's a historic element, the smokestack.
Yeah, that's how I.
And so we'll build new from the top of the smokestack. And we don't have any doubts that the smokestack can support the wind loads.
That is a smokestack?
Well, it was once. It's not operable.
Yeah.
You know, you can kind of get in the back of it. I haven't done it, but there's a door. I've seen there's a door. But we're not concerned about supporting the wind loads. We've put up a number of large signs in other locations.
In my younger days, I used to work on that particular one and it's challenging and all that, but I have no doubt that with the proper engineering and all that, you can internally support whatever's needed to make that happen. But it does look like it's probably twice the square footage of whatever was up there now.
Yeah.
But anyways, it's what you got to do, part of your job. Any other commissioners like to address this? Okay, with that, I'd like a motion of the finding of facts for this case.
I'll make a motion to adopt the finding of facts as stated by staff and the applicant.
Second?
Mr. Cavaleras?
Yes.
Ms. Augustine?
Yes.
Mr. Rumball?
Yes.
Mr. Moore?
Yes.
Chair Hoy?
Yes, and then I'd like a motion for this special permit.
I'll make a motion to approve application GC 25-038.
Second?
Ms. Augustine?
Yes.
Mr. Rumball?
Yes.
Mr. Moore?
Yes.
Mr. Cavaleras?
Yes.
Chair Hoy?
Yes, and that has passed. Okay, we're down to two more. This is case GC 25-039 at 279 Dickinson Street. We have the same applicants here, and if staff, Phil, if you could fill us in on that.
GC 25039 is located at 279 Dickinson Street, located on the south side of Dickinson Street, approximately 350 feet east of North 4th Street. Zone M manufacturing is located within the Italian Village Commission. However, there is no neighborhood group recommendation. The 1 acre site is still being developed with a multi-unit apartment building. Surrounding uses include Interstate 670 to the south, east and west, and multi-unit residential to the north. And proposes to install 1,200 square foot gateway digital graphic and is requesting a special permit for that gateway digital graphic. The planning division has no comments on the proposal, and the application has been forwarded to ODOT. Comments may be forthcoming. Staff can recommend approval of the request as it meets the special permit requirements of section G.20.060E, and therefore City Department's recommendation is for approval.
Okay, you could present further facts on this, or?
Yep. Thank you. I got nothing else to add. Thank you, city staff.
Okay.
Welcome any questions.
Well, one question I had, it looks like that particular one could have been double face. Is that right?
That one actually is double face. That's
Oh, it is?
capturing both directions of 670.
Okay,
Yep.
okay. Because I didn't pick up on that right away.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
I think it's actually shown in the graphic you're seeing there. You're seeing both
sure.
vantage points. Yep.
Yep.
And that actually came late, so I apologize to the city staff for not having that one.
Yeah, but that is ideal for the
Yeah.
application. Anybody in the audience that would like to address this, please come forward. And have you been sworn in?
Sir?
And your name?
My name is Jamie Goldstein. I'm the Chief Creative Officer at the Greater Columbus Arts Council.
And can you sign in on that?
Yeah.
When you get a chance, okay.
I'll do this right when I'm done. I promise. As a leader in the arts and culture in Central Ohio region, GCAC helps fund, support, and promote arts and cultural events and artists within our city to promote economic development and our creative economy. Our mission is to champion and elevate all of the arts and cultural expression within our great city. And the gateway signage being proposed tonight is just the kind of tool that we need to really fulfill our mission and to ensure that our nonprofit arts and cultural organizations have access to this low and no cost promotional tools. I believe that by supporting wayfinding and this local connection, gateway signage really helps bring awareness and engagement in everything from events to festivals like the Columbus Arts Festival that GCAC produces and public art. And all of that helps stimulate our local economy and really cultural activity across the city. Across Columbus neighborhoods, Gateway graphics help us highlight local voices, celebrate our artists, and bring our community together. And I think by showcasing local art and celebrating our diverse cultures, Gateway signage helps define the look and feel of our public spaces, inspiring pride and connection to our many wonderful neighborhoods and bringing art into our daily lives. I can also attest, like Trent, that Orange Barrel Media has been a wonderful partner throughout the years. They're a great partner to the Arts Festival and to our arts organizations across the city, and I thank them for that. And we're really excited about these new opportunities for this for promotion for everyone, and we really enthusiastically support this application as well as the other ones. So thank you for your time, and thank you for allowing me to testify.
And thank you for your testimony. Once again, it sounds great. Commissioners, any comments?
Do you guys have like a timetable of when you think you'll be constructing?
So we'll work through it, and you might keep me honest here. So we'll, after today, for the ones that have been approved, we'll still work with ODOT to figure that piece out. Hoping to have that resolved by Q1. Once that's resolved, we'll start prepping CDs for construction permitting. I think sometime in Q2, Q3 of 2026 is what we're thinking.
Okay.
But you keep me honest.
And I believe our application, our approvals are good for 1 year. And then you just come back and get an extension if that needs to happen. Permits are probably the same way too.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay.
Mike, I got one question.
Yes. Steve Moore.
There's a section in the legislation code that was enacted that says that the signs will be located on property zoned commercial, industrial, and mixed uses. This is a residential multi-apartment zoning?
This one's zoned M manufacturing.
That's what?
Yeah, GC 25039 is located. But Dickinson is zoned M for manufacturing.
So the zoning on the property's M?
Yep.
From Old Jeffries?
Correct.
Okay. All right. Just want to clarify that. Thanks.
Okay. With that, I think we can move on to the finding of facts.
I'll make a motion to adopt the finding of facts as stated by staff and the applicant.
Second.
Mr. Rumbaugh,
Yes.
Mr. Moore,
Yes.
Mr. Cavalaris,
Yes.
Ms. Augustine,
Yes.
Chair Hoy.
Yes. And with that, move forward with a motion for the special permit for this case.
I'll make a motion to approve application GC 25-039.
Second.
Mr. Moore, Mr. Cavalaris,
Yes.
Ms. Augustine,
Yes.
Mr. Rumbaugh,
Yes.
Chair Hoy.
Yes. Thank you. And approved. Okay. The final one for tonight, for this evening, is GC 25-041, located at 633 West Fifth Avenue. Mr. Ashier, if you could present the details on that particular one.
GC 25041, located at 633 West Fifth Avenue, is located on the south side of West Fifth Avenue, approximately 500 feet east of Olentangy River Road. It's zone C4 commercial and is not within the boundaries of an area commission. 2.06 acre site is developed with a hotel. Surrounding uses include State Route 315 to the west and south, an assisted living facility to the east, and research park to the north. The applicant proposes to install a 1,200 square foot gateway digital graphic and is requesting a special permit for that gateway digital graphic. Planning Division has no comments on the proposal, and the application has been forwarded to ODOT for their review. Comments may be forthcoming. Staff can recommend approval of the request as it meets the special permit requirements of section G.20.060E, and therefore City Department's recommendation is for approval.
Okay. Now, is this one double face or single face?
This is double faced, so both directions of 315.
Okay.
Not too much to add for this one. It's the furthest north of our locations, but we see it as a great connector to the university area around OSU campus. So yeah, we welcome any questions.
I will add that this is not the current design. Is there another slide? Oh, okay. Well, I have it here if anyone would like to see it. We work with staff on the treatment.
Clarify that, we wanted the empty space, to be filled in as much as possible, and it is much more filled in. I don't know if the staff report had anything more recent.
So it's built on top of Hyatt Place and it's perpendicular to 315. Is that kind of? Okay. Okay. That'll be a challenge too. Okay.
It's probably the first submittal. What they have is what we're.
Yep.
Have you talked to the university at all?
I don't need to.
Well, well,
No, we
If
haven't.
you have something enhanced to the board, you can hand it to staff. Please don't walk in front of those signs.
So sorry about that. Yep.
Okay. Wow. Pretty spectacular. Out of curiosity, what is the standard size of a regular billboard? Is it 12 by 36? Is that?
The most common size is 14 by 48, and the idea was that these would be more spectacular than a typical billboard, right? So they would stand out among maybe ones that you see in the suburban parking lots.
Oh, and I believe me, I do understand the spectacular nature, I think, and I'm just thinking in terms of it's probably what, twice the size maybe, or.
These are 1,200 square feet, with the exception of the one on the AC Hotel, whereas the normal one is 672 square feet or smaller.
Okay. Okay, is there anybody in the audience that would like to speak in this case? If so, please come forward. And have you been sworn in? I think you have.
Yes, I've been sworn in. Thank you. My name is Liz Martin. I'm the board chair of 934 Gallery, which is a nonprofit art space in the Milo Grogan community. And our mission is to not only be a community art space that's woven into the fabric of Milo Grogan and the greater Columbus area, but also to be a platform of recognition for artists. And we've worked with thousands of artists over our 10-year history, and the last 4, we've had the amazing opportunity to have advertising on this type of digital signage. And I would say that the impact is both measurable and priceless to organizations like ours. I additionally am the marketing volunteer for the Goodale Park Music Series, who also received support from this type of signage this year for the first time. And we saw a measurable increase in awareness of projects as well as attendance in our events. And then additionally, those artists and designers creating the work that goes onto the signage, it is a huge boon to their portfolios. And we have seen some of our designers that have produced work for the signage get additional commissions, jobs from having this artwork in their portfolio on such an amazing scale. So it's creating opportunities for people in a really measurable way that's impacting beyond just advertisement. Additionally, I am a former food tour guide for Columbus Food Adventures, and I can tell you firsthand that visitors to this city engaging in tours and seeing this kind of digital advertising, and you use the word spectacular, it really is spectacular, and it does add value to the culture of our city, and it connects those visitors to these events that are going on that really show the value and the variety of what's going on right here in Columbus when they're in town. So I think, 934 and Goodale Park Music Series greatly support this project.
Thank you for your testimony.
Thank you.
Very good.
Well, since Shannon, oh, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Well, I was going to say, is there anybody else in the audience? Please come forward. And have you been sworn in earlier? And if you can state your name and.
There you go.
Hello. Oh, sorry. My name is Hakeem Callwood. I'm a local artist and educator. So my feelings about this, I have this theory or belief that public art, the second it's made, it no longer belongs to the person who bought it, nor the artist that created it. It belongs to the people who see it every day on their commute. You know, you walk your dog next to it, you see it on the way to school, on the way to work. And that instills this level of pride in people. And when people have pride in their community, they treat their community differently. So they're not littering out there. They're being respectful. Honestly, I think they're being more safe. And one of the issues with that is it can be difficult to create public art. You know, it could cost a lot of money. It could take up a lot of space. But these signs create opportunities to have public art over and over and over. And as an artist, I've been able to work with them to get my own art there and get it in front of more eyes, as well as collaborate with other artists to get, this could be the portfolio piece that could take an artist to the next level. You can use that to show people like, I am a serious artist. I've done things in my community. I made public art. And that's, why this is so important to me.
Thank you for your testimony.
No problem.
That's very good. With that, commissioners, do we have anybody else in the audience? And commissioners, any?
Yeah, I've got a comment to make.
Sure.
John, you've had somebody come up and testify for just about every one of these locations. And the overall theme is art and welcoming and events going on in Columbus. And you said early on that these entities would enjoy space on these boards for unsold space, unsold time. Do you have any idea how much in a month's time or a year's time or a percentage of the overall time that might be able to devote to those kind of people?
So we have a seasonal business. Like I said, we fit them in for unsold time. I don't know if there's a concrete number. I know typically we commit to about 15 to 20% in our markets. That's typically what we show in unsold time, but we don't really have a concrete number for this project. Yeah.
Could you just maybe go on record that you would try to achieve a 20% time devoted to free space and good messages?
Yeah,
and
I'll
art?
definitely go on record and say that.
Okay.
Yep. Yes, sir.
I'd like to see that. That's the main reason I'm supporting any of these.
Understood. Thank you.
You might make a donation to the bird lady too.
Mike, I just have a question. Shannon, under the G20060, is there any notice requirement to anybody for these applications?
Notice this percent. Property owners within 125 feet.
Okay.
Yeah, that part of the code still lives.
Okay. I was just curious. I haven't looked at it. Thank you.
Okay, with that, are there any other questions or any other? Okay, with that, I'd like to entertain a finding of facts for this.
I'll make a motion to adopt the finding of facts as stated by staff and the applicant.
A second.
Mr. Cavalaris,
Yes.
Ms. Augustine,
Yes.
Mr. Rumbaugh,
Yes.
Mr. Moore,
Yes.
Chair Hoy.
Yes. And with that, we'd like to get a motion for this special permit.
I'll make a motion to approve application GC 25-041.
A second.
Ms. Augustine,
Yes.
Mr. Rumbaugh,
Yes.
Mr. Moore,
Yes.
Mr. Cavalaris,
Yes.
Chair Hoy.
Thank you. Yes.
And
Now,
one
thank
thing,
you.
one thing to clarify, we connected internally. We actually wouldn't need an ADC permit. We would actually ask the city of Columbus to exercise local control, advertising control. So the ADC, the ODOT permit wouldn't be necessary. But we're still having conversations with ODOT on that. Just wanted to put that on the record.
And
Yep.
then you'll have one more case next month, I believe. And it looks like it's over near Crew Stadium, maybe,
Yeah, and I don't believe that'll actually be next month.
or something.
Yeah, sometime in the next year.
Yeah.
Yep, exactly
And-
right.
And my understanding is there were, the city had published to the general public, whoever wanted to make an application of this, and then it was a first come, first served basis, and so you guys got that, or all the owners of the different buildings, got that, and
Yes, sir.
so we're done with that.
Yes, sir.
Get to 6. Okay, with that, is there any other comments or anything for this meeting? Okay, with that, I'd like a motion to adjourn. Do that? Okay, no. Adjourn.
Motion and second. Ms. Shannon? Ms. Shannon,
Please.
did you sign our sheet for Ms. Tony? Thank you.
Shannon.
Okay.
You did a nice job.